Do you ever stare into the abyss and it blinks back with huge bug eyes and rabbit ears and a price tag that's 1/3 of your grocery bill for your entire family? Welcome to the weird and wacky world of LABUBUS. I'm gonna get straight into it. My name is Melody, and we're talking about the history of the LABUBU. Where did they come from? What are they? Are they satanic? Forgive me if I'm pronouncing this name wrong, but back in 2015, an illustrator named Ka-Sing Leung drew this little caricature for a children's book called The Monsters. You know, like for kids, like Coraline or Bambi's mom getting clapped. Leung is Chinese and was born in Hong Kong. He actually moved to the Netherlands with his family when he was very young, and he spent a lot of his childhood in the Netherlands. A lot of the LABUBU culture is actually based on Nordic mythology, as was his book called The Monsters. Now, LABUBU is a single character from this book, and he's not even the main character of the book, but he's the one that kind of took off in popularity. Pop Mart, aka the Chinese-based crack house of collectibles, picked up the LABUBU and turned it into what's called a blind bag toy. If you don't know what a blind bag is, it's okay. Sometimes people live under rocks. You don't have to feel ashamed. But essentially, it's a mystery toy. You get a bag or a box and you don't know which one you're gonna get until you open it. Personally, these are the bane of my existence, because I always get the ugliest motherfucking option ever conceived. I'd never bought a Miniverse before, you know, the little miniature things. I was like, I'll buy one of those, see what I get. Dude, I got a box of cabbage. Purchasers typically spend around $30 to get a randomized LABUBU and then customize their LABUBU, dress them up after figuring out which one they are now a parent to. We'll take this little gremlin thing from this illustrator and we'll turn it into a blind bag toy and we'll sell it to people with undiagnosed ADHD and autism. Boom. Capitalism. Not gonna lie, it's a genius strategy. I think LABUBUs are unique compared to other toys because they have features like little angry expressions and sharp teeth, but they're still really inherently cute with their fuzzy bodies and rabbit-like ears. I think that's what makes the draw to them so crazy. They kind of remind me of a mix between like a Cupid doll and, I don't know, some kind of little beast. But where did they come from? The concept of a LABUBU has existed since 2015, and we are just now hearing about it. That's because in 2025, a member of the K-pop band Blackpink, Lisa, was spotted in an airport with one of these blind bag toys dangling off her back. Now, if you know anything about K-pop fans, I personally am not a K-pop fan, but if you know anything about them, they will buy anything to be more like their idol. People started trading the deeds to their homes and left nuts in order to get these little mythological beings, and it pretty much just caused the explosion of the LABUBU apocalypse, the LABUBU apocalypse. I'm working on it. Now you see them all over TikTok and you hear that annoying song. LABUBU. Jesus. I wanted to make this video because we are now 10 feet deep into what I like to call the LABUBU war. What is a craze without a knockoff? There are videos going viral of kids on TikTok when their parents mistakenly or maybe intentionally buy them the cheaper knockoff versions of LABUBUs. Now these knockoffs are varying in brand and price, but they're almost always cheaper and always weirder. Fans call these knockoffs of the LABUBU lafufus, coming from the word faux, or fake. Some of them can be pretty accurate, and it's hard to tell the difference. That doesn't stop the endless flow of videos of kids being recorded opening their very first LABUBU, only when they find out that it's a lafufu, they get angry, throw the toy, throw a fit, throw a tantrum, you know, classic Gen Alpha stuff. But that's not all. LABUBU has its own version of TikTok rage bait, and this genre of rage bait was invented by two people, classic TikTok rage baiters. I'll let you take a guess which demographic started the rage bait. It's conservative Christians, by the way. Starting out with the most normal and hilarious, there's an influencer that goes by the name The Jungle Pups on TikTok, and she makes videos with her boyfriend. She claims to have the only 24 karat gold LABUBU, which is actually just a LABUBU spray painted with gold spray paint. I think her videos are hilarious. I don't know why. The way that people are getting mad at her for things that are completely obvious is so funny to me.
I am going to pour the bleach well, my boyfriend is, over the 24 karat gold Labubu, just to prove once again, that he is real 24 karat gold. Please pour the beach over the 24 karat gold Labubu. Now, if he was spray painted or anything like that, the bleach would rip the gold off.
It's harmless fun, in my opinion. Then there's the less fun kind of Labubu rage bait. And lo, the Labubu did rise, and the boomers wept, for they saw Satan in its googly eyes. What is a proper trend without some satanic panic?
Labubu es Pazuzu, el culto disfrazado de juguete viral.
Here's the backstory. Some AI goon fed Midjourney a prompt that was like, demon with 9 sharp pointy teeth smiling. And out comes a janky Photoshop at best image. Vaguely resembles a Labubu after a meth bender. They slapped the label Pazuzu on it, put it next to a picture of a Labubu, and posted it for the world to see. Does the name Pazuzu sound familiar to you? It absolutely should. Pazuzu being the ancient demon and Mesopotamian god starring in the 1972 film The Exorcist, revered as the god of the southwest wind and chaos from Babylonian mythos, aka modern-day Iraq. Yeah, this is definitely just a evangelical fear-mongering tactic. This AI image of Pazuzu isn't even what Pazuzu is depicted like in Pazuzu's own mythos. Somebody just made that shit up. The real Pazuzu looks like this. We're giving the alpha and 28 years later a run for his money with this one. We'll never cease to be impressed by the amount that conservative right-wing conspiracists use AI. They'll AI generate an image of anything. They'll AI generate an image to show their doctor. And then the second they see an AI-generated image, they immediately also think it's real. How do you use it so frequently and then also can't tell the difference between AI and reality? I don't know how anybody could mistake this as reality. I mean, it looks like a gargoyle with IBS. Like, that's obviously not a canonical depiction of a literal demon. This is satanic panic at its finest. But Labubus are making their way across pop culture as well, not just with the regular old Joes like us. They also have been spotted with several celebrities. Not only Lisa from Blackpink, but also there is a new lyric in a Lizzo song called Yitty on My Titty about her Labubu. Fuck all that beefin', we too pretty, bitch it's summer, we outside, put some yitty on yo titties. What K-Dot say, take off the foo-foo, how you talking shit about me, can't outdress my Labubu. Honestly, kind of a bar. Labubus have entered the titty discourse, so that's... And satanic panic is not the only way that Labubus are subject to criticism. There's also a lot of backlash from eco-activists saying that this is an overconsumption trend and it's a micro trend that people are not going to enjoy and people are buying them just because they're popular out of impulse but not because they actually want one, which I kind of understand, but Pop Mart is out here doing what they've always done, which is creating collectibles. They even opened a Labubu section at the Pop Mart amusement park in Hong Kong, China. You can now ride a water ride called the Labubu Bonic Plunge, where you go up a hill and dive straight through a rabbit asshole-shaped cavern into the gift shop. Just seeing if you're still paying attention. Just kidding. The Labubu section of the Pop Mart amusement park is actually a live theater type walkthrough place where you can experience life-size Labubus, see these mascots walking around being mischievous and interacting with one another, and see sets that are reminiscent of their whimsical Nordic world, which actually is kind of cute. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's for kids, but it's cute. Labubu is more than just a toy. To a collector, it's a lifestyle. And it's also kind of cool because it's embedded in mythos, and it's staring right at me. Do I have a Labubu? No. Do I plan to get a Labubu? No. But I can definitely understand why collectors see the charm in this mischievous little freak. I love it. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Trust me, you need to send this video to your entire family so your favorite little cousin doesn't show up to Thanksgiving this year with a lafufu. You'll be thanking me later. This channel is called Melody Ever After. I do pop culture commentary and some horror media commentary, and if you like geeky, nerdy stuff like movies, music, pop culture, I would highly suggest checking out my channel if you enjoyed this video. If you didn't enjoy this video, what are you still doing here? Do you have head trauma? Regardless, my name is Melody, and I am really glad you've made it this far. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Until next time.